chance to kick off Week 10. Baltimore looks to make it 4 in a row for Miami, who they've outscored a whopping 137-16 in the last 3 meetings. It's the Ravens and Dolphins on Thursday night.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with... The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now, Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 67 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 27, Tua. To Cedric Wilson. Now timeout, an injured player. We'll get back to Miami. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, the numbers for Andrews last week.
4 catches, 57 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go!
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jackson going to run again.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, He's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down by Marcus Peters. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson will throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And no effort to bring touchback.
Out Up comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 17-0 our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Tua going to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there for the Dolphins.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Edmonds. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So, CD, you talk about this football team and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Jackson from the shotgun.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he is out of bounds here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
That's what it is.
Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Good games all over the...
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Watch the run. Mike,
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll begin by running the option. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Andrews. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's got this down to the 35. 121 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
56. Mike, 56. 56. Here we go.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. On third down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Phillips, his second sack of the night.
Parker, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Chuck Clark.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Gets this one to Hill. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Taken down at his own 7-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Miami set to take over.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, a slant route caught by Bateman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. 56, the march. Check 56. You don't want to run.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson will throw again. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down, brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Out left to Shaheen.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Make the play ball, baby. Make the play ball.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Hey, check back.
Tua now on 1st down. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They'll start with the option.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
They go play action with Jackson.
He's got Fuller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out.
And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Come on, fellas.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Tua now on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Owe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Tua on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The Dolphins on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 17.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively. My goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Dobbins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd and 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll set him back 5. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Ravens, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears.